All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. Time for first impressions of the brand new Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. Wow. I got to say, I've been using it for a little bit. I got it early. My original date wasn't until February 7th. Today is January 31st. So I actually got notification on the 29th that it was going to be arriving on the 30th, but it got delayed or something like that. So it came today, this morning, and I'm using it. So I'm gonna tell you how I feel about this so far. I gotta say, I've got it set up. I've got my apps and everything installed. So yeah, it's all good. So I didn't take anything off yet because I want you to see what came on here. Because I noticed Facebook was on here, and I don't use Facebook, but I did get it set up. You know what I'm saying? How I'm gonna be using it or whatever, and got my things positioned properly on this, at least this first homepage for now. But I want to talk about this box. You can think it's crazy or whatever I'm about to say, but just hear me out. They're doing recycled products or whatever right now, recycled paper, and I'm all for recycling. I cooperate with the recycle bin and everything, but this box looks horrible. For the price of these phones, man, especially for people who don't have trade-ins or whatever, it looks like stonewashed jeans, if you know what those are. Nonetheless, when I got this out of the packaging, I was like, whoa, is this? I was like, oh, so they really going full on recycle joints. So I wasn't too happy about that, but this is the way the box looks. It just looks real cheap. And, you take that for what it's worth, but for the money that they charging for these phones, it's kind of like, come on, man, like you got to do better than this. You got to give us something. Like other companies are doing phenomenal with their packaging, and you coming with this. First little gripe. Now, after that, I put on my tempered glass from Binks. You'll see a video on that. I've got a lot of cases and everything lined up. Yeah, we're just going to go with it for now. So first impressions of the hardware. Whoa, this feels way better than I thought it was going to feel. I'll bring in, because I didn't trade in my S24 Ultra, so I'll bring it in. But this still feels sharp. They have the flat sides on it or whatever, and I'm big on the rounded corners. But wow, this thing feels good. It's a lot. I can tell it's a lot more narrow. It feels a lot more narrow just based on, and let me turn off so I can show you that I'm on visible wireless or whatever. Turn off Wi-Fi. Just based on them flattening out the sides. Wow, I'm feeling it. It's really fire. It's really good. I'm loving it. So that is a huge plus. Let me turn on vibrate too, because I don't want to get phone calls or whatever. Let's see. Where's the sound joint at? I haven't really set all of this up. Here we go. But that's a look at the menu or whatever. This is what it looks like. You can expand the drop down like that. But yeah, power button, volume rocker, really nice. I wonder if it can stand up on its own. It can, even though the S Pen's in there. And I'll double check this Bluetooth, not having Bluetooth in the S Pen again or whatever. But you got the dual microphone set up top right there. Then you got the microphone here, Type-C speaker or whatever. And so I assume the other speaker is going to be in this top grill right here. I haven't checked it out yet, but I will. And I went with jet black. I just felt like, wow, jet black is fire. It's one of Samsung's exclusive colors only there. So I was happy about that. And that's pretty much it. The camera modules look like the attached camera modules that I put on. So these are camera module covers, and these are just the way the cameras look. So I like that I don't have to put on any extra protection and I just think the jet black just looks filled. It looks great. Hardware wise, this thing feels phenomenal, man. I am all for loving how this feels. I'm enjoying the flat sides, and we'll go ahead and bring in the S24 Ultra. You can see the S24 Ultra is wider, but the S25 Ultra appears to be just a smidgen taller. I mean, you can't even really tell. Like, it's literally just a hair taller or whatever. But man, I am telling you, this feels a little bit better. I'm not saying you should purchase the S25 Ultra if you have the S24 Ultra, because I already made videos on that. But I gotta admit, the hardware feels better just by them flattening out the sides and then rounding off the corners on the device. I did not like the boxy corners on this phone. I don't care what anybody says. That's my opinion. You take that for what it's worth. You like it, I love it. I don't like the boxy corners on the S24 Ultra, the 23 or the 22. And I've been consistent with that. And the fact that they've just now rounded them off a little bit, it's a little disappointing, and they made the phone a little narrow, but it being the flat sides, it's a good look. It's a good look. I think they did a great job. And overall, the black color, the jet black or whatever they're calling it, it looks really good. It looks really dark. And this color looks really good too. It's like a really dark gray. But this one right here, it looks really fire. It looks really good. They feel about the same. Now, I mean, nothing fancy about how the hardware is on them. They feel about the same on the back with the soft touch or whatever. But overall, it's a good look on this. I think they did a really good job. Now let's pop this S Pen out. And the S Pen is like this light gray color. Why they did this, I don't know. I don't know why they chose this. Like, it's like a light brown or like a light gray color or whatever. Get it in there. There we go. But yeah, it's really nice. The S Pen over here, obviously, was the dark color. You know what I'm saying? This is how they did it. So I don't know why they chose to have this light gray color or whatever on here, but they did. But overall, folks, I think this hardware is top notch, man. It feels really good. And I think they did an excellent job. Just by the minor tweaks that they did, it feels so much better. You get a bigger device, bigger screen that is, and it's a little bit more narrow, feels slimmer, feels thinner, but I doubt that it's that much thinner. You probably can't even tell. But yeah, man, that's the S24 Ultra right there. And this is the S25 Ultra. And I gotta say, it's a little bit impressive right now, just based on the hardware alone. I haven't gotten too much into the software too much. I'm gonna uninstall this Facebook because it in fact is bloatware to a person like me. Netflix came pre-installed. I'm gonna uninstall that because I want to put what I want to put on here. And this right here, this Spotify, the Netflix, let me add those things if I want to add them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of the things just don't belong on the phone right away, I say. But there it is, man. That was the only bloatware that things I consider bloatware. And all the rest of these are my apps. So that's how it's going down. I'm going to charge this thing up. I'm going to, get it set up for you and I'm going to start using it. I just popped my SIM card in there. I'm recording with the OnePlus 13. It's very difficult for me to let go of this OnePlus 13. I'm just going to put another SIM card in the OnePlus 13 and use these side by side. But man, this hardware is on point, folks. It's beautiful. I think you're going to love this if you decide to grab this hardware wise. And if you're coming from, I've already told you my thoughts on going from the S24 Ultra to this device right here. And you see, I didn't trade mine in because that's a good device I can give to somebody else in the family or whatever, or just keep it around for referencing when I compare these two. But if you're going from anything other than the 24, I think you're going to get a major upgrade. I haven't tested the cameras. I haven't did anything yet. I've just been kind of using it, like setting it, getting things situated. And I just wanted to put the video out now. But, camera wise, I'm pretty sure it's going to be, there's some changes right there. So you've got these different lenses you switch between here like that. That's how you do it. And you scroll between all these little set sessions and things here. The settings are now up here. So we're going to scan QR codes. I'm just kind of scanning through this. I like the watermarks. Yeah. All right. Auto frames per second. Always put that to 30 to 60. Advanced video options. Got to keep HDR on. All right. And I'm gonna scroll over to the video section here, because I know this obviously can do, see HDR's on and you got your video right here. Got to be at least UHD, and I always put it on 460 just because. But yeah, man, this is gonna be an impressive phone, it appears to be. You got your portrait video, and portrait video is going to be 4K more than likely. There it is right there. Something I'm big on. You got your single, your dual record, your motion, slow motion. You got your hyperlapse panel, all the things you need to have in here. The Pro Video is something that's a must because you get to control the gains and everything in there manually. That is a must. I just feel like it's just something that should be on the phone itself, man. So that's it, man, for now. First impressions, I'm impressed with the hardware for sure. Wow, this thing feels really good in comparison to the S24 Ultra. And I'm going to compare it next to hardware next to the OnePlus 13 and some other devices. Really, I got to always bring in what I consider one of the best phones ever made, the iPhone 13 Pro Max. It just gets mad respect from me because it is just a well-built device. If the iPhone 13 Pro Max had the brushed aluminum size or titanium size or whatever, man, I think it would be almost like #1 device ever made from Apple. You know what I'm saying? From Apple. That's their #1. I already feel like it's the best device made from them because it's got a SIM tray and the battery's still good. It still holds up. The camera still produce excellent footage. And I'm hoping for Samsung to make that kind of device that stands true to that, because most of Samsung phones are actually pretty good as they age. So I'm excited to give you a rundown of this phone, man. I really am digging this black color. It is really fire. I think you're going to love this if you decide to pick this up. Anyway, it's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed first impressions of the hardware. The phone itself is pretty good out of the box. Even though I didn't like that box, it's still good out of the box. They really skimping on. There's no charges. It's no such thing as even doing an unboxing nowadays, because what am I unboxing? Yeah, you understand. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. Quick video. I'll see you in the next one. Look for more follow-ups.